Let me tell you a little thing called faith. People say it's the substance of all things hoped for. I don't make it any more easier for you to find it, to keep it, utilize it, or believe in it. And each and every time that you find that moment where you need to find a little bit more faith in things that you're going through, things that other people are going through, things that are happening in the world, just things in general. You know, this is one of those days where I got to share a little bit of that. Been going through that lately. You know, this little Ramadan thing, I'm sucking at it. I'm not really getting it good. Nope. It's just not happening. In the meantime, I'm trying to find a common understanding, or an understanding as to what my faith is, you know, connected to. You know, and yet here I stand, 3 months, just about 3 months now, since my whole life was kind of changed with the event of a fire, because it seems like that fire was probably going to be the only thing that was going to be capable of moving me out of that place that I was, because I was comfortable. I wasn't happy, but I was comfortable. And being that we're going through this age of change, seems like this change needed to happen to me too. And well, you know, I'm one of those people who, you know, make it a point of sharing this information with people. So when you're sharing information about, oh, things are about to happen, like they're about to happen, blah, 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 and then they happen to you, and they happen to you in spades, yeah. This is a little thing called faith. It's about faith. I've been going through this little Ramadan era and the whole line, and I'm not necessarily, you know, great at fasting and all this other stuff, but I'm not really necessarily an Orthodox, but I follow the faith more than I follow a lot of other things, but I'm more of a universalist. In the meantime, in between time, you know, I found myself not necessarily being as true to one particular faith as, you know, a conglomerate as of late, and that's led me to have a lot of difficulty in this fasting era. Along with that, it's also my birthday weekend, and you know, in the process of that, I'm actually dealing with, you know, a lot of day-to-day kind of skirmishes that test my faith. You know, this agency helped me get into this place that I live in right now, and while I'm grateful for it, you know, this has been the hottest few days in DC in history, and yet and still fucking air conditioner, the fan, everything, you know. Landlord come in there trying to be slick. Oh, I'm sending people down there to inspect the place. He ain't coming down there to do anything. And what results is, by the time that the guy leaves, something's broke, you know. And for that reason, you know, I found myself having to do things that, you know, sometimes I feel like I should do them anyway. Get up, get out, and do something. Well, I went out and I got some beer because, well, you know, I'm tired of the cold water juice thing right now, and I need some of that. And well, it's been one of those days. So anywho, with all that being said, you know, it's not really to answer any questions or to pose any answers or anything like that, but just to basically say there's days when, you know, you spend it trying to do the faith thing only for you to find yourself trying to hold on to some form or simile of what should be faith, you know, in a world that is surrounded by people who are all on their own kind of faith base. And therefore, you know, you can believe everything is going to be all right tomorrow, but if they don't believe everything is going to be all right tomorrow, you're going to be uncomfortable too. So here I am trying to figure out what kind of sense should I make about this little thing. And all I can come up with right now is just the mere fact that, Having a little faith is all I got. It's the cheapest thing you can basically afford. But doesn't come with any kind of results. You don't know what it is. You don't know why. When the universe puts you through things, it's not about you. It's about what the universe feels is about you and your ability to rise to that challenge or not. And these past 3 months have been something for me because it's tested not just my faith, but my accuracy and a whole lot of things that I talked a big game with a whole rack of people, but the end result has nothing to do with me. I'm not really still in control over what it is that's being offered to me enough to be able to ask or demand certain conditions into which would be more capable of allowing me to emancipate myself more greatly in this evolution of Mr. Harris. So with all that being said, I'm just going to put this out by faith because right now I'm facing a whole lot of things. I thought that I at least solidified a place, but I'm not making enough money for it. And so by faith, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to be able to pull this off. So I'm sending you positive energy in hopes that maybe you can spread a little around and maybe someone can come back to me. Selfish as it may seem, it's all I got. It's all about faith.